Hello, welcome back to Monday's edition of Shine. Now I'm joined by Candy Nicholson, who, as regular viewers will know, is our crafting expert, to do, of course, what we've all been building up to over the next 4 weeks, which is preparing for Christmas. Yes, we want to do it on a budget, and the one lady who can tell us how to do that and to do that effectively is, of course, Candy. So, Candy, today we're not just doing one thing, are we? We're doing a few things, so we can really multitask.
Yes, I've brought a few little things, because some things you can just pick up on the high street and customise them and do them yourself. Other things are specific craft products, and we're going to work with those as well.
Right, so we've got a bit of a hybrid, a bit of mix and match.
Yeah. If we start with something that's a particular craft product, if we have a look at this, now this would normally be used
straight off the tree, so we're showing that you really can use them.
Yeah. This would normally be decoupage that would be used for your cards and what have you. But what I did was I got 2 sheets the same, and it's actually Dufex. If you can see how it glitters and catches, it's really nice effect, this.
Yeah.
If you can see that, it's beautiful. And what I've done is I've got 2 and I've backed them. Put some ribbon there before we did them, and then they make beautiful, like, medallion style decorations.
I'm not sure how well the lights can pick them up in the studio, but it does. It's almost holographic, isn't it?
Yeah,
the different. Let me see there.
Dufex is a really unique product that sort of has an etching effect, and they do all sorts of products. Yeah. But I like these medallion ones.
They're very pretty. So you're going to show me how to make one then?
Well, yeah, we've got one sort of half started in a nice blues and sort of teal colours. And what I've done is I've done one side, and I've put the ribbon in, and then I've put the back on there. So what we need to do is just take off the little sticky pads, which I'll do, and we'll have them.
And you have to buy
everywhere.
those from crafting shops, do you? The sticky pads themselves.
Or you can use some double-sided foam. A lot of the sort of pound shops now will do double-sided foam, double-sided tape. And we'll pop that on.
And it's best to use tweezers, isn't it? Because it can be very, very fiddly to do with your hands and things. So.
I use tweezers a lot, partly because I have long nails, and partly because it works for me.
Yeah.
Lots of people will just take these bits off. Usually when I'm working in my shop, I tend to wipe them off on my top, and then I go to the bathroom and they all fall out.
You realise what you look like.
Yeah, I always get these
Brilliant.
little sticky bits everywhere.
Incredibly fast. I'm sure it might have taken officers a little bit longer.
Well, the thing is, you just line them up, and the patterns are so beautiful.
It looks a bit like fish scales, which is not something you want to think about at Christmas necessarily, but that sort of rippling effect where each panel is individually catching the light is sort of that sort of fish scale, that sort of idea of movement, really, which is nice when it's on the tree, to have that idea of everything circulating and moving rather than looking quite static.
And then what I've taken is the little one, and I've just put a little button that I found in my little button box, just to give it a little bit more dimension as well.
And doesn't everybody have loads of spare buttons hanging around? It always seems. And then when you do actually have something that you need to replace the button with, you can never find the button.
No, not
you get
at
used
all.
to have a button for everything else in your wardrobe. I think that's very frustrating.
So you might either want to put it directly over or put it on the angle. So then you get, and I've put them on with a 3D foam, so it layers it all up. So if we can see from the side, there we go, we've got some dimension there, which makes it really nice. And we can pop that one on the tree.
And of course, if you're making your own Christmas decorations, then rather than going out and have to buy a whole new colour scheme, you can just work with what you have, because you might find now when you get them on the loft or the attic or wherever, that you've got some decorations and you can't find the others, and it all is a bit of a mismatch. Well, then when you're in control of actually decorating the tree and bringing your own ones in, you're actually saving a lot of money. You can bring it all together, so it's a very good idea. Well,
these ones, I don't know if you remember when it was Valentine's, we had a really nice gold and red Valentine kit with silvers and what have you. Now this little decoration, and there's another one hiding here. Now these are actually from that kit.
Right, so you're multitasking, multi-purposing.
I mean, this was a kit from Fred Aldous, and I've had it a while, and obviously there was loads in it, I had loads left over. So again, work with your colour scheme.
No, that's really clever. And also something that's really annoying is where you store your Christmas decorations. It's okay at Christmas time to get carried away and to buy a bit of everything, but then you realise you have actually got to pack that away for the rest of the year, the other 11 months. So if you're using decorations that you've used at Valentine's Day as well and things like that, then you can just use that one box for everything, and storage isn't a problem.
Yeah. I mean, we've got one here where I've started one side. Now, there isn't any black in the kit, but what I've used is my Promarkers.
Okay.
So if you want to take the sticky tape off the back and pop that one on.
I've got long nails, so I can just take that off. I'll pop this straight on. And you can see on the back there, just show that to the camera, that's how it should look beforehand, and you can see the tape is on there as well.
Now, Promarkers are fantastic, and one thing I've found, These are available again, huge range of colours available in Fred Aldous. And one of the things I found with these, which are absolutely brilliant, is they can colour your ribbon.
Oh, that's a good idea, because ribbon, again, something you always have little bits lying around of, but never seem to have a purpose for it. So
now, if I show you here,
was I meant to have doubled that over?
Yeah.
I was going to say that. I thought it was a bit. It's okay. There we are.
There we go. If you pop that in like that, that's it. Perfect. I'm going to stick that one on.
There we are. Oh. It's not easily done with nails, is it? There we are. So now I already have a decoration. And we'll matches my outfit very well as well.
We put another blob on that side as well. On
which
silk
side? On
that
this
side. Yep.
Okay. Just this long line.
Yeah.
In this direction.
Fine. I'd normally put a couple of coats on that one. There we go.
This is a really fun activity as well to do, isn't it, with the children? Because, or with anybody, because it's quite relaxing for starters. Oh,
I mean, we could always do the whole paper chain thing, but this is just a little bit different. I love doing paper chains.
For a long time. Yeah, I used to love doing that as well. And there's such a better sense of purpose if you've made your own decorations.
Of course.
I remember being little, we did make paper chains and feeling very, very proud.
Yes.
Saying, this is what I did, this is what I made. So much different than your mum and dad just popping them up and you're not being allowed to touch because
I
children
love them. I have them up in my bedroom as well.
So, so this is really nice because I think the children will be a lot more proud. And also, if you don't want the children manhandling the tree and ruining it, if they've made it, I think they're going to respect it a bit more.
Yeah.
So they're not going to want to ruin
not at all.
the decorations.
And then what also I found was in my peel-offs, which again, loads and loads available. And we'll just stick a little peel-off on.
And if you don't have peel-offs, because obviously, you know, that's what you buy from a specialist shop, you might just have stickers lying around. Children always have sticker books lying around that they're starting to get a bit bored of. So they can make their own, you know, Ben 10 or Barbie or whoever's popular that time of the week, can actually, you know, decorate their tree that way. So it's a lovely idea.
And what I was going to show you was, with the Promarkers, I picked up this colour, but I needed red.
Yeah.
And I just coloured it on both sides. And there we have our red ribbon.
Lovely. So you had a blue ribbon, it's turned red. So you can also change maybe your political views as well, depending on what decorations you do wish to go with. That's fantastic. Okay.
But again, those Promarkers are fantastic for that.
Yeah. So you can really customise quite quickly and cheaply. So there's two of our decorations. What else can we get on with? What else can we do to make the tree very festive?
We're going to make these. Now these are so
I really like
cute.
these. In the break, these even caught my eye. I don't know how well this will come across. How intricate are they? They look so expensive as well. They look like something you would buy from quite a top market shop. Oh, put that in camera there. You can see, and it catches the light so beautifully. And that's actually a mini little tree, isn't it?
It is. And this is actually a kit put together by my business partner, Rona.
Okay.
And these, I have to apologise because I forgot the instructions. And she'd done an instruction sheet with pictures and everything, and I forgot it.
Well, never mind. As a woman of great crafting knowledge, I'm sure we can improvise and show the viewers how easy it can be with whatever you've got lying around.
So you can actually buy these ready-made in our shop, or you can buy them as a kit to do yourself.
And I think buying it the kit's nice. Is it the same price if you buy it as a kit, or a little bit cheaper?
I'm not sure. I'd need to check that one.
Okay.
Because I know the kit price is £150.
Right. Oh, that's very cheap, isn't it? Is that per decoration?
Yes. And there's different colour stars, so, you know, depending on what your colour scheme is.
Yeah, lovely.
And all the little bits are in there, and they're gorgeous.
Very pretty. Well, I'm assuming the way you do it is you just lay it up in size, wouldn't you? The big one at the bottom and go up like a tree would, and then obviously the star at the top.
So if we start with, we'll put the black one on for the bottom. And I say I'm doing this without the instructions. And Rona will probably be sitting at home shouting at me. And then we layer them up in size.
Lovely. So as long as you remember to have a standard bead at the bottom, the black one, for example, just creating the base.
That's it. And no glasses on. Do you want to throw those through, Amy? Because I've got no glasses on. I'll pass the bits to you.
There we go.
So that's it. So we drop them on.
In order of size?
Yep.
It's also quite a good idea if you just do have some beads lying around or buttons or anything, just to make your own decorations, because sometimes you don't really know what to do with them, but it's how lovely to have your own personalised decorations rather than everything the same. And I really like the Victorian tradition of every decoration being slightly different. Of course, now we all seem to have these symmetrical trees that match beautifully, but in the Victorian times, you know, every decoration used to be actually a little bit individual. So, you know, you could spend hours looking at a tree because everything would be very, very different. And I think that's still a nice idea. And it's nice for decorations can have memories as well. If you do get the children or the grandchildren or aunties or whoever to make these decorations, and every Christmas when you do get them out, it's a lovely reminder that it is actually a time of spending time with the people you love and your family.
I'm just going to pop down there and see if I can find this bead that we've just dropped.
That's a bead from the decoration box. Right, there we are.
There we go.
I've got, okay, so I'm at the final one at the top here.
And then we'll put the star on the top. But that's it. I think, you know, we all might change the colour scheme of our tree, but we always have the ones that the kids have made that come out every year, or ones we made when we were little.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that still come out each year.
I bet your tree is very beautiful, Candy, is it?
I haven't got one at the moment.
I'm sure when you do, I'm sure it puts
when
a lot
I get time.
Now here we are, but obviously I've got the 2 bits of thread loose at the end.
If we tie a knot right up at the top to secure all the beads in place, and if you're like me with long nails, tweezers are fantastic.
That's such a good idea to use tweezers, because I never would, and I always struggle to do things like
basically these tweezers will pull your bits.
Even if you've not got nails, even it's just quite fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, you know, if you are into jewellery and you do like those things, you'll have the jewellery tools anyway.
Yeah, of course you will.
Right, so what we need to do is to make this knot right down at the bottom, like that. So I've pulled it down with my tweezers.
Okay, if we just pop it down there, and we can see it on camera.
And there we go, put the knot at the bottom. And then we can put a little knot at the top, and then we'll be able to hang it up.
Fantastic. So remember to do it at the bottom, because obviously then all the beads will slide all over the place, so it just keeps the tree quite stable, doesn't it?
Yep.
And then you've got the knot at the top to actually be able to hang it on the tree. And I like the fact that you've used transparent thread as well.
That's it, yeah. You can trim that little end off there as well.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, the thread can spoil it a little bit if it's too much of a focal point. You want it to be almost suspending in midair by magic. There we are. Beautiful. Very, very pretty. Okay, fantastic. And have you got any more treats? A few more things just to spruce the tree up with?
Now, if you wanted to really on a budget, if you go to the very cheap card shops, what you'll find is packs of gift tags. Yeah. And I bought some, and they had these, which is really nice holographic die-cut card. And then just stick them together and decorate them.
Very, very
How
good
simple
idea.
is that?
And you don't even have to go and buy these particularly. You'll often have quite a few gift tags left when you've used up all the rolls of paper, and you've not really got anything to do with them. So as long as you've got 2 that match, and I'm sure people generally have quite a few, then you can just glue those together. So
I've brought you some little gemstones there, Ames.
Okay.
2 different sizes.
Okay.
And we can have some.
Ames, it's getting very informal, Candy.
We've known each other a while now, though, haven't we?
We have indeed. So I'm just going to start.
Do you like Ames or not?
Being called Ames, I don't dislike it. It's something I associate with what several people call me. Like some friends just started to adopt that name themselves. Oh, there goes Pete.
Because I'm a bit, if people call me Canned, I'm a bit funny.
Bit funny with it.
And Candice, a certain person we both know calls me Candice, and that annoys me because I don't like it at all.
Oh, well, I don't mind Ames. Once I've been good friends with someone. If I don't know them very well, I know you well enough, Candy. If I don't know them well enough, that would frustrate me. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat, enough of that sort of talk. Let's get back to the Christmas talk. And these gems are going all over the place.
And these are self-adhesive as well.
So have you got any other ideas? If you've not been able to get to the shop to get some gems, or you simply don't want to smash out on that, what other things could we use to decorate these with, Candy?
I mean, you can cut up sort of like your old Christmas cards.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, make them as nice decorations. If you like baking, make some little cookies, some little gingerbread men, that type of thing.
That's a lovely idea.
There's all sorts of things, you know, make it a bit more recycled. You know, instead of going out and spending a lot of money and buying loads of things.
I'll just use some double-sided.
Yeah, that's I've put some bits on there. Do you want to take the backs off?
Thank you very much.
See, I'm prepping for you, aren't I?
You are indeed. It's a teamwork thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. Let's just tip those.
And if you do it as an exercise with other family members, and you do make it into teamwork, then of course, when it comes to tidying it away, there's 2 people to do it. It'd be twice as quick.
It is.
Lovely. So that's my decoration there. And finally, Candy, these have caught my eye because you can see it glistening there.
That's gorgeous.
And this final here, Placemat, and that's something that really... Christmas dinner is the big event, isn't it? It's when everyone sits down together. And if you do want to dress the table up a little bit, and this is a perfect way, because also sometimes... I've seen people before put so much dressing on the table, so many pretty, you know, displays and things. There's not enough places for your elbows, and everybody's sort of competing almost for their knives and forks to even have any space. So this is a lovely way, just to very simply just pop it on.
And again with those, this was out of a kit again, and I've just stuck them together and put ribbon. So you could have them matching.
Okay, well, can we talk through how we can make these? Because we've raved about them, but we've not actually showed how we can make them.
All it is some card. It's probably an A7 size, which is about a 7 by 10. Score it down the middle, fold it in half, and then you can use whatever decorations you wanted. You could use, put your hearts on it. I've just put some
I love the way you
personalise
it. You can just write it, couldn't you, as well? If you don't have all the stickers, you could always just write it. Or get the children to write it, because I think that would look really sweet in their handwriting.
I mean, I've just done some gift boxes for a wedding, and they had a heart-shaped tag, and we fastened it on with ribbon, and they were able to write everyone's place names on it. So they had little favour boxes with the traditional sugared almonds, and then everybody had their name on it.
That's a lovely idea. Well, it's something you can use, even if you don't celebrate Christmas yourself, so you don't actually have the...
Well, some of these ideas aren't necessarily for Christmas. You can just have them if you're having a nice big party, you know, a formal meal, or you know, a celebration for an 18th, a 21st, weddings, whatever.
Any big event, or even if it's just sort of getting everybody together at the weekend on a Friday, whether you celebrate different religions, celebrate on Fridays, some celebrate on Sundays, some on Saturdays, but just getting everyone together is these sort of things, you know, go across the board, don't they? Multicultural.
And sometimes, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, because a lot of people are off work over that period, that is the time when they get together and have the big family functions.
Exactly. So you're right. It doesn't have to be. If you're not using it for the religious reasons, then of course
it's still a big celebration party.
Brilliant. Okay.
I mean, again, we've got some more little die cuts here that I've picked up somewhere along the way. And again, we can stick those together.
Very, very pretty.
And decorate those.
Lovely. I'll just pop those there.
And if you've got like a big shot or a cricket machine and you're die cutting, then again, use those and just decorate them with peel-offs and stickers and anything.
Brilliant. Okay, Candy, well, there's so many ideas there. I hope you've been able to follow it, but I think you've done a good job of explaining it in quite basic terms. Yeah. And of course, it'd be lovely if you could actually send us pictures of your personalised trees. If you've taken any of this on board, actually going to be thinking about doing something about that at the weekend, then send in the pictures at the email address, and then we'll know, you know, we'll be able to see ourselves. Thank you again, Candy. I'm sure I'll see you very, very soon. Have a fantastic Christmas if I don't, but I've got a feeling we will see you before then. As I said, that takes us to the end of this morning's show. Crammed absolutely loads in. So from myself, from Akila, from all the team here, including Candy Nicholson herself, have a fantastic week. Get ready for Christmas, and then send in all the pictures if you can do to let us know how you're getting on. And we'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.